everybody, welcome back to the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. We are back. We are playing Tulsa today with SMU. This is game number 8 on the season. We're up for number 11 in the country. Tulsa's having a rough year. They're 0-6. It's going to be a windy day in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But you can see the Conference USA West standings right there. We are 4-0, 7-0 overall, and Tulsa is not. Tulsa in this game generally plays like a 3-3-5, so their defense can be a little bit tough. Early in the dynasty, they're a problem. They're a real issue. We had some fights, but they're going a rough time. This is a pretty empty stadium today. We shouldn't have to worry about any crowd issue. So I think that's just fine. I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, we're going to get started here. This should be a get-right game. We should be just fine here, I reckon. We're going to get started here. The quarterback, Colt Ward, was the quarterback here. He's the impact player. You see they throw the ball about 28 times a game, so they're going to make him point of emphasis here. Jonathan Stanback's going to have something to say about that. He's averaging 1.5 sacks a game at this point. He gets right around the edge. Number 59 just gets absolutely beaten. 3rd and 12. They're in shotgun 5 wide. Stanback again comes free, and again, another sack. That's 2 on the first drive. He might have a big day today. I think he's feeling it. Off to a pretty hot start here. We're wearing what I consider kind of a Dallas Cowboy adjacent SMU jerseys. In real life, it says Dallas on the front. Nice italic lettering. It looks pretty cool. Don't have that ability on the OG game here. So what we essentially have is a bit of a blue and white Cowboys kind of feel to it with the SMU helmet. So they're from Dallas. Gotta make sense. So you're going to see a nice catch from Pearson in traffic here. We're going to find Fields in the flat. It's man coverage shotgun. A.J. Fields. He's going to walk into the end zone. He's going to pose on him a little bit. A little bow to the crowd there. Look at me. There's at least 12 people here witnessing this incredible performance by A.J. Fields. He's got to let them know all about it. You're going to see the replay here, Sean. Man coverage, tight end delay. If you can get the running back on the right side and he's got some wheels, that can be a play that can be a staple for you. It's a really big part of this offense to get the running backs the football out of the backfield. Like to have a guy that can do that, even if they aren't maybe the best running back. You're going to see here, 2nd and 10. They're going to hand off to the left side. Dixon, nifty little player for them. Not an impact player, though, so they don't really focus him with the ball. Instead, they want him to pass the ball. And Jonathan Stanback, he's here. He's got 3 sacks in 2.5 minutes. Him and Billy Franklin, Big Billy, celebrating there. You may have saw the pregame. They highlighted Billy Franklin, 6'9", 337 as a defensive tackle, and he was not a guy that came in as a defensive tackle. I actually got pretty lucky. I needed depth at the defensive tackle spot, and I was going through the entire roster, specifically on the offensive side. He was a guy that I recruited. Oh, Walker, beautiful catch, by the way. Sorry to interrupt. Toe drag swag. Brings it home. The wind keeps him inbound. 76 yards. Casimir Walker. Not big in the receiving game this year, but is a returner. This is a big play for him. Yeah, that's tough to stop there. Sorry about it. But yeah, Billy Franklin was a guy I was looking through my roster. Like, does anybody have the ability to tackle on this O-line? And he did. It wasn't something that he was recruited as. It wasn't something that you would have known through recruiting. He just happened to have that stat. Again, it's another nuance with this game that you don't see everywhere. He had it, and I moved him after his redshirt freshman year, and he ended up being a 4-year starter at defensive tackle. 6'9", 235. Yeah, probably too tall. Doesn't matter. He had the size and the strength. Nice pass to Chisholm there, Michael Chisholm. On the right side there. We're going to run in motion. Sean over the middle. Sometimes thrown over the middle is a little bit janky on this game. You might not get to this accuracy. 3rd and 4. We're going to look at Vincent, Javari Vincent. Breakout campaign. He has an absolutely monster year. He is the go-to guy in this offense. He's just as good as Pearson, or Pearson's just as good as him, rather. But Vincent just had a combination of speed and hands where he was a problem. They got 2 impact players chasing him. He's tough. And you can see we're already up to 162 passing yards here in the first quarter. We're going to run it with Owsley. Doesn't get much there on first down. We're going to try it again here on second down. Tough sledding there. Second down, we're going to run option left for Sean. Got acres of space against man coverage. Pitches the ball. Owsley gets smoked. Whew. But it's a first down. We're going to once again look to the right. A.J. Fields. Touchdown. Mustangs. 14-0. Not as extravagant this time here in the celebration from A.J. Fields, which, you know, after the first one, it's like, you know, act like you've been there before. I mean, he's been there before. In fact, it's his second time. Colt Ward up the middle on the draw, not much, and he gets hurt. So he's out, I want to say the rest of the first half, when they bring in the backup. It might not even be that long, but the backup does not do any better. Keller is the backup here. Rolls, looks, drop. That's not going to help the cause. Should be 3rd and 11 here. Ooh, I didn't spice this one all the way right. I apologize. See, when knocked out, will return. He's a football player. He'll be back in. He's going to help out the Hurricanes. Or the Hurricane, excuse me. Anyway, stand back. Smokes. Force fumble. Broderick blanks. Recovery. Yeah. It's getting out of hand early. It's getting late early here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Hurricane, the Golden Hurricane. And we're going to take over here inside the red zone. It's just 6'5", 255 pounds of fury, and he's coming in, and he's coming in hot. And he's a menace. He's only a sophomore, folks. He's going to be around for another year. Rashawn up the middle to Owsley. Picks around a little bit, tries to find some room, picks up a couple. It's going to bring up second down. Sean looks. He's going to look to the right. He's got Ryan Pearson, who's going to shove off a defender, get into the end zone. Just like that, it's 28-0. Ryan Pearson, 6'7", 227 pounds. Tried to get a safety over there. No. See you later. We'll go ahead and walk into the end zone wearing that 47, like a 747, as Michael Irvin would say. Flying, landing into the end zone there. Nice little pickup there. Colt Ward's back in the game. 1st and 10. Tulsa to the right. Drop. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 2 for 6 for 22 yards. Not ideal. Ward going to drop. Look. Fires to the right. Finds Bots for about 7 or 8. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. They're going to run the ball with Dixon here. Dixon's going to pick his way and pick up a first down. However, there is laundry on the field. Ed is holding on Tulsa. It just keeps pouring here. It's 3rd and 12. Guess who's standback's coming in hot. But Ward's able to get the ball away. It's incomplete. Knocked away by Isaiah Johnson. Sean and SMU are going to take back over. He's going to find Chisholm over the middle to the right side there with a little bit of space. Picks up a first down. We're at the 43 of Tulsa. Rashawn looks. He's going to throw deep. Javari Vinson takes the hit, catches the football. Javari Vinson just causing problems for every other team in the country. Owsley once again takes a shot but finds his way into the end zone. SMU up 34 and 35 to nothing. Here in the second quarter, we are taking care of business in Tulsa. You're not gonna see an upset today. You are just here to see what the score ends up being. Ward avoids a sack from Summers. Still goes down. Des Wheeler cleans it up. That is going to be another sack for this defense. Ward takes a snap on 2nd and 13. Looks, gets hit as he throws. Finds Bennett in the flat. But they're right there to make the tackle. 3rd and 14. Ward drops, looks, scrambles to the right. Is able to find McCoy over the middle, and he's got space. 30, 25, and down at the 22-yard line on the left side to Corey Carter. Makes the tackle, but not before. A huge pickup for Tulsa. Easily their best play of the day. Looks like he got loose from Johnson in coverage. Ward play action. Scrambles left, looks left, finds Bennett. Hurdles a man. Picks up a first down and is dragged all the way down to the 5. Great play for the wide receiver. Dixon to the left. He's got a couple of blockers. Gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, and Tulsa's trying to chip away at this lead. 2 minutes to go, second quarter. Ward looks, finds Bennett in the back of the end zone. And just like that, Tulsa gets on the board, 35-7. Great play from Ward here to avoid the pressure. Gets a little bit lost in the sauce there with Raheem Scott. isn't able to make the play. Vincent there with a drop. You're not going to see that very often this season. Second down, Rashawn looks. Going left, going to look for Vincent again. Again incomplete, so it's a real quick third down. 3rd and 10, Rashawn looks right. He's once again looking Vincent's way, and he's not going to come up with it. So that's 3 shots to Vincent, 3 incompletions, and all of a sudden Tulsa's got a chance to cut into this lead even more. Ward play action, looks left, throws this ball to Stillwater, I guess. I have no idea. It's going to bring up 2nd down here for Tulsa. And get a nice close-up of Ward here. There you go. Okay, 2nd and 10. Ward looks, surveys, finds a man, but it's dropped. Pulling on the coverage, but Mayo cannot make the play. 3rd and 10. Ward drops, looks, finds a bunch of white jerseys, but finds his running back Dixon for the 9-yard pickup, and we're going to get defensive pass interference anyway. Blanks on the coverage, but apparently it was too close. That's going to give Tulsa an automatic 1st down and 3rd and 10. Coach Emmanuel Sanders is not happy. Ward play action, looks, fires over the middle, finds McCoy, and he's going to get all the way down to the 30-yard line, right on the fringe of field goal range. It is a windy day, you never know. But they are in scoring range. Another play on Isaiah Johnson, so they're taking advantage of that right to left side. Dixon up the middle, finds a seam, picks up about 9. Tulsa's going to take their first timeout. Ward drops 2nd and 1, finds Bennett on the left side, picks up 15. Timeout again, 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Ward play action, looks right, missed defended play. Bennett picks up another 1st down, and Tulsa moving the football. They're going to go no huddle. They're going to put some pressure on the SMU defense, and Coach Sanders is going to call timeout. Stallings, no problem. Fullback up the gut. Huge hole. Touchdown, Tulsa. 35-14. Rashawn, 1st down. Looks, finds Vincent. Big play down the right side. That's the play you want to start with in order to try and get some points before half. SMU's going to go no huddle. They're going to try to spike this ball here and preserve some of their timeouts. That's what they're going to do. 2nd and 10. Rashawn drops. Looks, finds Pearson. Pearson does a little bit of toe tapping there, picks up 6, 3rd and 4, 26 seconds to go. Rashawn surveys, scrambles left. He's going to try to beat that defender. He's going to do it. He's got 86 speed, folks. He has got some wheels. He's going to pick up that 1st down. 19 seconds to go. Rashawn looks, takes a sack. So now SMU is forced to go into their timeout bin here. You're going to see number 6 make the play there. He just rolled right into it. 2nd and 19. Rashawn surveys, looks. He looks left. He's got Pearson. Dropped it. That's unfortunate. 3rd and 19. Rashawn surveys, looks deep. Vincent's got a step. Got a catch. That's a big-time play for Javari Vincent. 4 seconds to go. SMU's going to try and hurry to the line here. I would imagine they're going to try to spike it. And you are going to see them take a timeout. They still had one in the bag. 2 seconds. Sean Elmore kicks it. Wind was playing with it a little bit, but he squeaks it inside the right upright. It is good. It is 38-14 SMU at half. Tulsa got their footing a little bit there at the end of the first half there, but SMU does kick a field goal to go back up by 24, and they get the ball at half. Rashawn, 1st down, scrambles right, finds the running back who drops it. Bummer. Greg Aslan, not a great play. 2nd and 10. Rashawn surveys, drops it in the middle. Finds Walker for about 5 yards and is hauled down pretty aggressively by the... oh, excuse me, we're going to get holding. You can't have two penalties in the same play in this game, so whichever one is first is the penalty. 2nd and 20, so that face mask means nothing. Rashawn scrambles, looks right. Vincent drops it again. The Wind playing some tricks on the receivers here in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. 3rd and 20, Rashawn scrambles, steps up into the pocket, and throws the ball out of bounds. He had his running back wide open on the right side and took a shot at Vincent and couldn't keep it in the field of play. So Tulsa takes back over. Ward's going to find Bennett again for about 11 for a 1st down. Try to run a trick play. Dixon, we sniffed that out. That's not happening. 2nd and 16. Ward's going to take the snap here. Surveys, looks. Goes to the left side, and Corey Carter is loose. He makes a spin. The impact corner makes him look silly down the sideline. He takes it to the barn. Touchdown SMU, 58-yard interception return. That's a pick 6 for the Corey Carter. This this is why you want an impact corner. Like, they might struggle every once in a while, but they can make plays like this. And he's got the skills. He puts the spin on Dixon. See you later. And just like that, you felt momentum. Like, maybe if Tulsa gets another score here, they might cut it to 15, 17 or 16. Out the window. 45-14. Dixon finds some space here after a nice kick return. Gets out to the 36-yard line. 4:10 to go, third quarter. Ward drops, looks, surveys, has a man. Great throw over the aperture return of Isaiah Johnson to Bennett. Down to the 20-yard line. There's a flag on the play. It is roughing the passer on Baraka Bridges. So that's going to put him inside the 10. 45-14. They're going to look here. Ward takes a snap, surveys. Incomplete. Play action had his man. Not sure that would have gone for much. Second and goal at the 9. Handoff. Dixon up the middle. Tackle from behind and is drugged down to the 3-yard line. They're going to call it the 5. Excuse me. Another handoff to Dixon. Good tackle by Scott, except he got him by the face mask. And that is a personal foul. And in this game, that is an automatic first down. Tulsa now has first and goal at the 1. And they are set up here to cut this lead by 7. First play, though, incomplete, nearly intercepted. Second and goal at the 1. Ward takes a snap, hands off Dixon on a counter. Doesn't get there. Nice tackle. Third and goal at the 1-yard line. Ward, play action, looks, and is sacked again. This one is going to come from a guy that doesn't make a lot of plays this year. But Courtney Baker comes out of nowhere and makes a great play and forces a field goal. He is going to squeeze that in. You could have fooled me. I didn't take a look at the replay. I don't know if he got that in between the uprights, but it is good. It's a computer. It's probably correct. Anyway, first down, handoff, picks up 5. Second down, throw it out to Pearson, picks up a couple. We got third and 4. We're going to hand this off to Ashley again. Big hole up the middle, takes another shot. So we got to teach him. We got to protect the ball a little bit instead of taking these shots here. I know he's a big guy, but it's a little much. Fields is going to take the handoff up the middle. You're starting to see us get that run game going a little bit. And we throw a ball to Pearson. Not much there. I think he actually lost a couple. So it's going to be second and 12. Rashawn looks, fires deep, finds one man-on-man coverage. Vincent in the wind, can't haul it in. He had his man beat, would have been 6. Does break a tackle here, catches the ball over the middle on 3rd and long. That's a big play from an impact player to go over the middle and make a play like that for you. That's a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Fields gone. Great blocking on the left side. We get Fields left. Great job by the wideouts, and the seam was just perfect. I don't even know if Fields had to deviate from his angle. He takes his hand off, cuts right there, and it's over. Great blocks from Pearson. Great blocks from everybody else. He beats everybody to the end zone. If you're keeping track, that's Fields' 3rd touchdown of the game. 2 on the ground. Well, excuse me, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground. Ward takes a snap here. It's 52-17. We're up by 35 here, late 3rd quarter. It's pretty academic at this point. Ward play action drops. Pretty lucky that wasn't intercepted. There were 3 SMU Mustangs there to try and pick that pass off. Handoff, Dixon, nothing. There's Big Billy Franklin. Great play there. 3rd and 1. We're coming to the end of the 3rd quarter. Ward takes a look, drops, and you know we hadn't heard from Jonathan Stanback in a while. That's his 5th sack of the day, tying a school record for sacks in a game. A couple of guys had that. We had a guy a couple years ago named DJ Noble who put up 24 sacks in a season. He also had 5 in a game, and that's how we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 52-17. We're going to start putting in some backups here. We're going to give some guys some time. Trey Caraway's a redshirt freshman who has got the size. He's actually from Oklahoma. He was our lone wide receiver recruit in last season because the year before we had a huge wide receiver class. This year he was the only guy. He was the only guy that we would take because for a 3-star guy, he had all the tools. Big dude, leaper. He has a 98 jump as a 6'6" guy. He's got really good hands and speed. So we're excited about his future. I think he'll be the next big wide receiver here at SMU. Fields takes a handoff up the middle, fumbles. Impact player when you're not impact, that can happen. So Fields turns the ball over, and Tulsa's going to get a chance to try to cut back into this lead. Not on that play, though. We're going to keep the starters in on defense here. We want to get the ball back here for the offense to see if they can run this clock out. Generally, with these games, I'm going to put in the second stringers on offense a heck of a lot earlier than the defense because I just never really seem to have that much depth defensively. It's a 7 sacks, 11 hurries in a bit. Pretty great performance from this defense. That's a little bit of a stutter at the end of the second quarter there. They're going to try to hand this ball off in 4th and 3, and it's not going to go anywhere. Stallings never had a chance. SMU is going to get the ball back here, and you're going to be looking at a lot of this. You're going to be looking at handoffs to AJ Fields, maybe a little bit of option. You're going to see us try to run this clock down. You're going to see it in the play clock here. We're going to kind of take our time, and yeah, we're running this thing down to 1. We're ready to go home, back to Dallas, take that trip down the road. I don't know what highway that is. I don't know if it's an interstate. I'm not sure. Someone will have to update me, and I can go ahead and look that up. I should probably know more about my geography between Oklahoma and Texas for as much as we recruit there. So it's a handoff to Fields up the middle, picks up a first down on like a 3rd and long, and that is just about going to be the dagger. We're going to run this screen. We run this screen quite a bit. It basically is a way to like basically keep the clock moving and give somebody else the ball. Sometimes that play can break against zone if you can get outside, but more often than not it turns into like a 5-yard line. So it's not something you run a whole heck of a lot, but it is one that you run when you're trying to run the clock out. So you're going to see an option here. I think that's going to be the last, probably our last meaningful play of the game. There's your players of the day. Rashawn 18 for 28, 323, 4 touchdowns. They had a player with a forced fumble and Bell 6 tackles. Yeah, not much going on there. You're gonna see us kind of play with this a little bit. Are we gonna run the clock out? Are we gonna snap this ball? I think we're probably gonna call timeout here and kick a field goal if I had to guess. Oh no, we're gonna run this play. Thompson looks, throws, end zone. Walker gets a foot down. Oh, I'm sure Tulsa's not too happy about that. Usually we just kick a field goal and call it a day, but Casimir Walker needed to get in the end zone, and that'll do it. 59-17. They're going to have a contentious handshake here at the middle of the field. Tulsa's coach, I don't think, was too impressed with how that game ended. Emmanuel Sanders, our head coach, what can you do, right? They're playing football. They're doing their best. Stop it if you can. 59-17. Tulsa is actually responsible for our last home conference loss. So we didn't have many of them after about year 5, but they're responsible for it. They killed us. So we're still kind of feeling that. We win today, 59-17. You're going to look at the stats. You're going to see a pretty one-sided game here. 6 for 9 on 3rd down. #nice. A couple of turnovers there. 1 for us, 2 for them. Ward actually did a decent job. Rashawn was his usual self. 4 touchdowns. Had a 76-yard pass. AJ Fields ends up running for 100 yards, despite the fact that he came in late. So good for him. Javari Benson had 6 catches, which is actually pretty low for him. Excuse me. In this particular dynasty, if we go and scroll over the drops, I think that's going to be a little bit disappointing here. He had 4 of them. 6 catches, 4 drops is not the ratio you're looking for. But we get the win anyway. We looked great. Sandback is an absolute monster. He's gonna have a pretty good end of the year. Let's put it that way. So pretty impressed with him. Hope you enjoyed it. We got another game coming up. I believe the next game is the Rice game. So if you are looking for something that's a little bit closer, you're gonna get it there. Thanks for listening. Take care.